There's a war inside us all, a battle between who we used to be and who we're trying to become. Some people see the scars, others, they only see the smile. But me, I see the war wounds. I see the sleepless nights. I see the tears nobody saw, the pain nobody believed in. I remember the person I used to be, angry, bitter, numb to the world. That version of me didn't want to live, but I was too scared to die. I'd wake up every morning already tired of existing. I'd put on a mask, pretend everything was fine, and say, yeah, I'm good, I'm okay. But deep down inside, I was screaming. I used to let pain control me. Every word, every memory, every disappointment that sat heavy on my chest. People would tell me, be strong, Ray. But nobody explained how. They just said it like it was easy. Like strength was something you could buy at a store or pray into existence overnight. The person I used to be carried guilt for things that weren't even his fault. He apologized for existing. He over-explained, overthought, overfeared everything. I hated my reflection because I saw weakness, when all along it was survival. I was alive but not living, breathing but not believing, smiling but not feeling. That's what depression does. It steals your voice. And anxiety, it makes you afraid to take it back. Then one day something hit me. I realized no one was coming to save me. Not a doctor, not a friend, not a family member. They could help me, but they couldn't heal me. That part was up to me. It took me losing almost everything, my hope, my drive, my will, before I finally said, I've had enough. Enough blaming myself for things I couldn't control. Enough pretending I was fine when I was falling apart. Enough letting pain dictate who I was allowed to become. And I'll be honest, the road back wasn't easy. Healing isn't pretty. It's ugly, it's lonely, it's quiet, and it's real. When I finally started to face myself, not hide, not run, but face, I found something I hadn't felt in years. Peace. I started looking in the mirror and saying, you are enough. You are doing your best. You matter. At first it felt fake, like I was lying to myself. But the more I said it, the more it became truth. And that's the thing about growth. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens moment by moment, choice by choice. And every time you refuse to give up, you take another step toward the person you're becoming. The person I'm becoming isn't perfect, but he's real. He doesn't run from his pain anymore. He learns from it. He doesn't hate his past. He respects it. Because every mistake, every breakdown, every dark day taught me something. The person I'm becoming doesn't seek validation from people who never cared to understand him. He knows his worth now. He knows that loving himself doesn't mean he's selfish. It means he's finally free. The person I'm becoming prays more. He trusts God's plan, even when he doesn't understand it. He knows that being broken wasn't the end. It was the beginning. Because when God rebuilds you, he builds you stronger. Now let's be real. Healing hurts Because people think recovery means sunshines and smiles. Nah, man. It's tears, setbacks, relapses, regrets, and sleepless nights. It's learning to forgive yourself for the person you had to be just to survive. Sometimes I still get angry. Sometimes I still question everything. But now I don't stay there. Because the person I used to be lived in pain. The person I'm becoming, I only visited. I learned from it. And then I move forward. You watching this right now. Yeah, you. Don't think I don't see you. You've been fighting battles nobody knows about. You've been carrying pain so heavy, it feels like your own shadow. But listen to me. You are not who you used to be. You're changing, even if it's slow. You're growing, even if it's quiet. And you're becoming, even if nobody claps for you. Every single day you choose to stay alive, that's progress. Every time you choose to pray instead of panic, that's growth. Every time you get up after falling, that's strength. The world might not see your progress, but I do. And one day you will too. The person I'm becoming walks with faith. When depression tries to pull me back, I remind myself, God brought me this far for a reason. There's a purpose in my pain, power in my story, and healing in my voice. I used to question why God kept me here. Now I know. Because somebody out there needed to hear that they're not alone. Somebody needed to know that rock bottom isn't the end. It's the beginning of a comeback. And that's what Overcoming with Ray Latour is all about. Turning pain into purpose, scars into strength. The person I'm becoming no longer hides. He no longer apologizes for surviving. He's loud about his truth. He's proud about his growth. He's grateful because he finally knows what it means to live. I used to chase happiness. Now I create peace. I used to beg for acceptance. Now I accept myself. I used to fear being alone. And now I know I was never alone. God was just waiting for me to listen. So to anyone still haunted by the person you used to be, don't hate that version of yourself. Thank them. Because they carried you through hell. They endured the pain so you could see the light. They survived every bad day you thought would end you. That version of you isn't your enemy. That's your foundation. So breathe, forgive yourself, and remember, you're not behind. You're becoming. And that, as I always say, live, laugh, learn, and above all, stay positive. I'm Ray Latour, the voice of the voiceless, and this is what overcoming and becoming looks like.